Hello, my dear viewers, my dear students. Welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. At the rate of English Grammar 946. And all of you are aware of the fact that your Madhyamik exam is knocking at the door. And at this particular moment, which I think is very important moment, you are going through all your textbooks thoroughly, I fervently hope. And tonight, I have appeared before you just to discuss some grammatical items from our Runaway Kite by Lucy Maud Montgomery. However, my purpose is not to discuss the text. I have picked up some grammatical items, 10 grammatical items, that is textual grammar, and I am discussing with you. So I should not make my introduction lengthy. And before entering the subject, I request all of you to subscribe my channel, to like, to comment and share. Thanking all of you. My first item is when the harbor is frozen over, we all move over to the mainland. Again I am repeating. When the harbor is frozen over, we all move over to the mainland. And you have been asked to turn it into a simple sentence. Let us solve. I can use absolute phrase because the subjects are different. Harbor and we. Therefore, the sentence should be in the simple sentence, the harbor being frozen over, or the harbor having been frozen over, we all move over to the mainland. There is only one finite verb, that is move. Now my second sentence. Claude and I never quarreled. Claude and I never quarreled. And you have been asked to turn it into an interrogative sentence. Then what should be the sentence? Did I ever quarrel with Claude? Or did Claude quarrel with me ever? And the best sentence should be, did I ever quarrel with Claude? So did is auxiliary verb and quarrel is principal verb. So quarrel is in the present form. However, my third item. As soon as spring comes, you may write down, you may sit with your exercise book and pen and you may write them down, because these are very, very, very important grammatical items and there is a tendency to set questions from text. As soon as spring comes, back we sail to our own dear island. Turn into a negative sentence. Then what should be the sentence? Start or begin the sentence with no sooner. It is in the present form. So you should write, no sooner spring, or no sooner does spring come, no sooner does spring come, then back we sail to our own dear island. No sooner is a negative adverbial and therefore the auxiliary verb must precede the subject. Again I am repeating, no sooner does spring come, then back we sail to our own dear land. Now let us come to the fourth item. Everybody on the mainland had relations. Turn into a complex sentence. Everybody on the mainland had relations. So what should be the complex sentence? There was nobody on the mainland who had not any relations. There was nobody in the mainland who had not any relations. Or on the mainland can be used at the beginning of the sentence. For example, on the mainland there was nobody who had no relations. Whatever you may like. Now come to the fifth item. It is always lovely on the big half moon in summer. Turn into a negative sentence. It is always lovely on the big half moon in summer. Negative. So you should write it is never ugly. So opposite is ugly. So it is never ugly or unpleasant on the big half moon in summer. Only not. Now sixth item. We had a kite that was big and covered with lovely red paper. Turn into a simple sentence. Then what should be the simple sentence? We had a kite. We had a big kite. Use the adjective big before kite. We had a big kite covered with lovely red paper. Just omit that was. So you have turned from relative clause into participial phrase. Now it is a simple sentence. Seventh item. He told us the whole story. Passive voice. What is the object? The whole story. The whole story was told us by him. The whole story was told us by him. So us is retained object, or you may write we were told the whole story by him. Then the whole story is the retained object. Now eighth item. He had quarreled with his brother and left home. Simple sentence. So here the subject is the same person, he. So you are at liberty to use participle. Having quarreled with his brother, he left home. Or quarreling with his brother, he left home. Whatever you may like. Now ninth item. She was a widow who lived hundreds of miles inland. Turn into a simple sentence. So the simple sentence should be she was a widow living. That means who was living? She was a widow living hundreds of miles inland. So here living is participial phrase. 10th item. When their mother saw the kite patched with the letter, she turned pale. Now you are asked to turn into a simple sentence. When their mother saw the kite patched with the letter, she turned pale. So here the subject is the same person, that is mother. What should be the simple sentence? Having seen the kite patched with the letter, their mother turned pale. Only finite verb is turned. Again I am repeating. Having seen the kite or seeing the kite, whatever may you like. Having seen the kite or seeing the kite patched with the letter, Their mother turned pale. Okay, now I have completed 10 grammatical items. Just take your exercise book and a pen before you and write them down. These are very, very important for your Madhyamik exam. Next day I shall appear before you with some phrasal verbs, important phrasal verbs. Good night, stay safe, stay mellow, and you know that JN1 variety or strain, new strain of coronavirus has already broken out in our India. Therefore, avoid mass gathering, stay safe, stay mellow, and good night.